Look at Sammy. Sammy found the basket, and she has decided that she is going to test it out. She's sitting in it. Is she going to try to curl up and make it a cat bed?
Stella, Splash, Simba, Boo, Sammy, Richard, Nancy, Goldie, Ziggy, Ringo, Eva, Hydrox, and Ditto, the Lucky Ferals.
It is 7:30 a.m. Here's Splash. Good morning, Splash. Here's Simba. Good morning, Simba. The two of these guys woke me up around 3 a.m. when they were having some kind of fight. Right, Simba? What were you guys fighting about? I literally got 2 hours of sleep last night because of my arm pain. It was throbbing, and it was like nonstop all night. I did not even have Tylenol in the house. The last Tylenol I took was 3 years ago when I had this problem with my other arm. And the Tylenol that I had was expired. So I just had to bear with it overnight. I took some herbal supplements. But I don't really have a whole lot of pain supplements here. I just drank water and juice. And now I'm just trying to get up and keep the cats on schedule. Hopefully be able to take naps today. I tried sleeping on my bed. I tried sleeping on the couch. I tried sleeping in Boo's room. No matter where I tried to sleep or what position I tried to sleep in, it was excruciating pain. And the only position I could finally figure out that was comfortable was just laying flat on my back with my arm at my side, but like bent, and then my hand like on my stomach. So yeah, I'm dragging today. I'm tired, I'm exhausted, and it's gonna be a rough day. But thankfully the pain is not as bad in the morning. I could hardly move that arm at all. I did some physical therapy with the physical therapy stick today just to see what kind of movement I have in it without moving it like with my other arm. Like if I grab my arm with my other hand, I can move it. Or if I grab the stick and then move the stick, I can move it. But moving it on its own, it's just not going anywhere. So, I mean, it's just definitely like a repeat of what happened 3 years ago, just in the opposite arm. The main difference between 3 years ago and now is that I wasn't coming off of 4 months of turmoil and turbulence. First Stella passed away, and then Sammy went missing. And then, Simba was having his vomiting problems. He went to the animal hospital, and then Boo was in the hospital, and Boo passed away. And then just the other day, I found out about C.R. Barboni passing away, and he was a great friend to this channel. So it's just been a lot to deal with. And I haven't been sleeping good because of like all of that. I was just finally getting the cats back into a routine and finally starting to improve my sleep. And now I have to deal with this. Not fun. It is 8:04 a.m. Here's Simba. Good morning, Simba. It is going to be another wet and gray day. Thankfully, I am feeling a little bit better than yesterday, so I have a little bit less shoulder pain, and I could actually move my arm a little bit more, so I have a little bit more range of motion. I slept well last night. I was able to fall asleep if I'm sleeping on my back and I'm not moving. Like there's one position on my back with my arm at my side where I did not have any shoulder pain. So I fell asleep in that position, and then I woke up, and then I fell asleep in that position, then I woke up, then I fell asleep in that position. And then finally at around 3 o'clock in the morning, I woke up and my shoulder was throbbing and the pain came back. So then I was like, okay, I'm going to have to take a Tylenol. So I took a Tylenol, and then I fell back asleep, and then I slept for several hours, and I woke up this morning probably around 7 a.m. So I'm definitely feeling better than I did yesterday. And I am going to continue on my protocols that I've been on for the past 2 days with the supplements and just eating super, super clean and healthy, and a lot of soup and salad. I've been eating a lot of escarole and bean soup because it's really high in magnesium and minerals to help my body dissolve this calcium. Taking a lot of supplements to help dissolve this calcium deposit also. Right, Simba? How you doing, Simba? Simba's not too happy because we didn't have any playtime last night with the pom-poms. I'm sorry, Simba. We'll have some playtime today, okay? But he did get some extra treats throughout the night. Sometimes, like, when I woke up. At one point, I woke up and Simba was licking the quilt he was laying on. I was like, oh no, Simba, you hungry? So I gave him some treats. And it's already like 8 o'clock, so I have to hurry up and get dressed and then give the cats their breakfast, hopefully around 8:30. I know, Simba, we're off schedule. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry, Simba. One other thing I should mention is that I weighed Simba this morning, and he's at 19 pounds, 4 ounces. So he got past the plateau that he was on. Let's see how he does within the next few days. Official weigh-in is 2 days from now. Here's Splash. Good morning, Splashy. Splashy got treats in the middle of the night also. Splashy was a little unhappy that Simba wasn't playing with him last night. Simba was sleeping on my bed with me for quite a while. And then I heard Splash like meowing a lot in the other room. And he's like, come on, Simba, come play with me. Splash is very active at night. It is 9 a.m. Here's Simba. Good morning, Simba. There's Splash. Splash is walking around. Simba got weighed this morning. And today, Simba weighs 19 pounds and 2 ounces. So he's down 4 ounces from last week. Right, Simba? What a good job that was. So in total, over the past 3 weeks, Simba is down 9 ounces, which means he's down an average of 3 ounces per week, which is exactly what the vet wanted. He wanted 3 to 6 ounces a week. Good job, Simba. What a good boy. So over this past week, Simba got lots of extra rest time, right? Because I've been doing like nothing but resting for the past 3 days. And I've been healing myself, working on my shoulder pain, and it's given Simba more of a chance to rest. Yesterday, like last night, I finally started feeling like I had less pain and some of my energy was coming back. So Simba had a little bit of playtime last night. But other than that, they've just been on their daily routine with their meals. And he's been getting his cat grass. This is his cat grass from last week. As you can see, it's still in really good shape. And he'll be getting a new cat grass within the next several days, just because I've been buying one a week. The cats are just about to have their breakfast. I'm running late today because of my arm situation. So it is 9:37 p.m. and here's Splash. How you doing, Splashy? And there's Simba. He's on top of the cat tower. And my shoulder has been getting a little bit better. And it's really hard to film this right now. Even just holding the camera is painful to my arm. But I just wanted to document something. It's been 6.5 weeks since Boo passed away. And today it is hitting me like a ton of bricks. I am really, really feeling the loss today. And I'm not saying that I haven't felt the loss previous to this. But for some reason today, it is just really, really hitting me hard. But I think it's good because I feel like I never really had a chance to mourn for him as deeply as I did for Stella. Although his passing was completely different than Stella's passing, the circumstances were completely different. I just feel like a lot more of it is hitting me now today. Hey, do Splashy. So I shut all the windows and I turned the AC on because we have another bad air quality day today. And it's pretty hot in the house right now. Also, I should mention that there is a black bear around here. Right now, it's in the next town over. But it is realistically within walking distance of my neighborhood. So that would be the first time that a black bear was spotted in my neighborhood. It's really the first time that it was spotted in the areas where it is now. I hope they could do something about it. People are just spreading the word to let people know, but I don't think animal control has any plans to trap it or try to catch it or relocate it or what. I think they're just hoping it finds its way home, and I don't know where its home would be. It is 12:20 p.m. Look at Nancy. She's sleeping in Stella's castle. Nancy seems to want to take over this castle since Stella is no longer here. And look at what's going on here. So somebody knocked this basket full of toys off of the coffee table. I heard something crash a while ago, but I've been resting my arm. I've been trying to take a nap. Today, I feel worse than I felt yesterday. So today is like the first time ever that I feel like the pain's going backwards. It's getting worse instead of better. So I need to make sure that I'm getting lots of rest today and I'm staying on only anti-inflammatory foods. And, I'm working to get better and not, retain this pain. So that's why when I heard the crash, I knew it sounded like cat toys. I was like, I'll just deal with that later. So here we could see what they dumped on the floor. It's 2:40 p.m. Look at Sammy. Sammy found the basket. And she has decided that she is going to test it out. She's sitting in it. Is she going to try to curl up and make it a cat bed? Yep, there she goes. Sammy's the smallest cat in the house. She's the only one that could even possibly try to fit in that basket. How you doing, Sammy? Meanwhile, here on my bed, I've been hanging out with Nancy and Richard. They've been keeping me company. Here's Richard splooting, and here's Nancy. I just finished scooping all the litter in the house and taking it outside. Now I'm having some soup for lunch. And I've just been trying to relax, do as little as possible, and just concentrate on healing my shoulder. I think I did too much yesterday. I ran around too much, went too many places because I was feeling good. And so today I feel like I'm taking a step backwards. Instead of a step forwards. And it's been painful because I don't just have pain in my shoulder right now. It extends down like my bicep and also like my shoulder blade. So it's kind of moving around and expanding, and it's part of what it does. So that is the situation. Very disappointing, but it is what it is. I would like to get a video posted today. I don't know if I'm going to be able to edit it though, because it does hurt. Even to just type on a computer hurts. So that is where things stand right now. I just want to lay down, eat some soup, and relax a little while longer. I've been trying to relax for an hour and then get something done, and then relax for an hour and then get something done. So I'm going to try to do that again. It is 7:54 a.m. Look at Splash. He's so happy on that chair. So last night, I went down to my laundry room and I found some clean blankets and I put it over these two swivel chairs that I have because I have not been able to clean the slip covers that are on them. I need to vacuum them and get the cat hair off of them, but with my arm, I haven't been able to do that. It takes all of my energy just to vacuum the house. And yesterday I had to clean up a few other things. So I was like, you know what? I'll just find some clean blankets and cover these chairs with the blankets for now. And it seems Splash is enjoying himself. I also took the pillows off. There was a pillow that you'd rest your back on. I just removed it. There's Simba. And it's raining. It's supposed to be a wet day. I don't know if it's going to rain all day, but it's just supposed to be a really wet day. And then tomorrow is supposed to be even rainier. And the next day, even rainier. And then hopefully we'll see some sun after that because it's just too much rain. 2 years ago, the first time I had a really bad problem with fleas in this house, we had a very wet summer. But it wasn't as bad as we're having this year. This year is even worse. So I am sincerely hoping we don't get hit with a lot of fleas this year. My arm is still in the process of recovering from calcific tendonitis. I still have pain, but I have gotten some of the movement back. I still have a ways to go. Today is day 10, I believe, as far as how many days I've been dealing with the pain. It's come a long way from a week ago. Like a week ago at this time, it was much more painful and I had much less movement. But what's happening is with all of this rain and lack of sunshine, it's not progressing as quickly as it would if it was sunny out. Because vitamin D does have a part in kind of moving this calcium out of the joint and like into the bones where it belongs. Vitamin D, vitamin K2, magnesium, those are some of the supplements that I've been taking. And I found out yesterday that one of the reasons why most people get calcific tendonitis in the summer months is because that is when their vitamin D levels increase. And what vitamin D does is it helps your body absorb calcium. So that's what's going on. That's why I desperately wish we were getting some nice sunny days. But we have 2 more days after today. I'm just really trying to be patient with this whole process. But it's so hard for me because I've had such a bad year so far. Like just when I thought, you know, all the bad stuff for the year was over and, you know, I'll be able to kind of get things back into a schedule and just enjoy my life again. It's not the case. So I'm just doing the best that I can. Here's Simba. Hello, Simba. How are you? He's tired. Last night, in the middle of the night, Simba and Splash were running around the house. Sometimes I don't know how Simba's running around the house with his limping issue. But it's amazing when I find them running around like that. Although I do tell him to, you know, not jump and please rest your legs. I don't think this lack of sunshine is helping Simba either. Grandma and Grandpa are supposed to be visiting today. And I have not celebrated Grandma Farrell's birthday or Father's Day with them. So that's what we're going to try to do today. Normally I would go out to see them, but you know, I don't want to take any long drives when I could only use my left arm. It just makes it a little bit more difficult. So they're going to come out here and visit with me and the cats and hopefully help me out with a few things. Like I need to make cat food. Maybe they'll go to the poultry farm and pick up an order for me. I also have a flat tire on my car. I found that out yesterday. So Grandpa might be able to take the tire off and take it to someplace to have it repaired. There's a crack on the valve stem. The tires are relatively new. The tires are only like 2 years old. I got them in, actually no, they're a little more than a year old. I got them last April. I got them in April of 2024. But the valve stem has a crack in it, so that needs to be replaced. It is 7:57 a.m. and here's Simba. He's on top of the cat tower. He's looking at birds. I have the windows open because it's beautiful right now. It's about 71 degrees and sunny. Today it's supposed to get up into the 90s, and for the next several days we're supposed to have like a heat wave. We have like a heat advisory. It's supposed to get over 100. So what I would like to do today is try to get out of the house early before it gets too hot. I'm going to try to buy Simba some cat grass. Whole Foods did not have any yesterday, so I'm going to try to go to like PetSmart. I also need to go to a local supermarket and stock up on some canned cat food for the Lucky 7. Maybe I'll pick up some canned cat food at PetSmart also. I don't know. I just have to look around. I have to do it in the morning when I have the most energy and also when my arm feels the best. So today is June 21st, like the first day of summer. Today is the longest day of the year. This is always my favorite time of year. Just a few weeks ago, before the shoulder issue happened, I remember thinking to myself how I wanted to make enjoying this part of the year a priority because I just love it. I love the long days. I love the warmer weather. And it actually makes me sad that as of tomorrow, the days start getting shorter again. And we had such horrible, horrible rainy weather that I feel like I couldn't even enjoy like the outside. Here's Splash. And now that the weather has cleared up for a few days and will hopefully stay clear for a few days, I feel like I really can't enjoy it either because I really need to focus on getting this shoulder healed up. For the past several days, I've been taking a daily walk, and I've been doing that to judge how much movement I'm getting back in my arm. You know, when you walk and you swing your arms like at your side, I'm almost back to a full swing in my right arm. You know, when I started, I could hardly even move the arm. Like if I could swing it an inch or two, that was like it. And I've noticed that every day, if I walk a little bit, then I could swing the arm a little bit farther, a little bit farther. And yesterday was the first day that I could actually walk a mile. And it felt like I almost had full swing back in the arm. Now, I still can't lift the arm up over my head. I still can't do many things with the arm without supporting it with my left arm. Like if I want to move it in certain directions, I have to actually move it with my left arm. I have to use my left arm to move my right arm. But it is getting better in other situations, like I can brush my teeth now without any pain, and I could wash my face without any pain. And this morning I took a shower and I was able to like put conditioner in my hair without any pain. Although in order to do that, I have to like bend over at the waist, and that way I could actually touch my hair with my right hand. Like if I'm standing up straight, I can't reach that far up. So I need to work on stretching the arm, just like doing whatever very mild exercises with it that I can, because it's still really swollen. Like my shoulder looks like there's a baseball inside of it. Like it's just a lot more swollen than my left shoulder. So I need to work on an anti-inflammatory diet and continue on the supplements, and then work on stretching it and getting range of motion back. But I also need to work on resting, because I feel like I have not been getting good sleep over the past several days because, you know, I get a fever at night and then I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm drenched in sweat because the fever broke. Then it takes me a while to get back to sleep. So I need to really work on resting. I'm hoping maybe I could do that this weekend, but we'll just see. It is 3:35 p.m. Here's Simba. Hello, Simba. It is 102 degrees outside. We are having a heat wave today and tomorrow. And I have not been filming anything for quite a few days because I've just been trying to recuperate from this shoulder condition that I have. And thankfully, I would say like 90% of the pain is gone, which is wonderful because the pain was literally excruciating. For several days, it was just like nonstop throbbing pain. And then it's just been gradually getting less and less and less. But what I'm working on now is getting movement back in my arm, like range of motion, because when the pain was at its worst, I could not move my arm at all. And slowly, very slowly, I've been able to get some of the movement back. So here's Simba on top of this cat tower. And like, I can't even, this is how far I could move my arm, like that. I can't even like reach up there to pet him or anything. And that's just like moving my arm in front of me. If I try to move my arm to the side, it's like even less. But this is more motion than I've had like previously. So like obviously, I could pet him with my left hand, but I still cannot move my right hand that far independently. So if I move close to this cat tower, I can grab it with my right hand. And if I move close, I could pet him like this. It's just I can't like really stretch out. Like if I stretch it out, then it just really starts hurting. And it's all the shoulder. So it's a shoulder issue. My shoulder is so swollen. It looks like there's a baseball in my shoulder. So I'm still working on getting the swelling down, the inflammation down. And as the inflammation comes down, then I should be able to regain more of my range of motion. But today's like the first day that I could put my hand on my hip. You know how when you bend your arm at the elbow, you could put your hand on your hip? Today's the first day I could do that. Like I haven't even been able to do that. But I have been taking care of the cats. It's been good. Simba just had his snack a little while ago. I'm going to go check on it and see if he actually ate it. And he had breakfast this morning. And yesterday, I went to a local organic market and I bought some pasture-raised chicken for him and Splash. Because we're still working on Simba's weight loss. We're still working on his limping. I had to kind of work on myself and take care of that. And I've just been, maintaining everything with Simba. But now that I'm starting to, be better myself and get more movement in my arm and be able to function more, then I'm hoping to have more playtime with Simba. And we're going to work on just continuing his protocol. But I am curious to see if I make some batches of homemade food for him and Splash with pasture-raised chicken instead of the conventional chicken, if that'll make a difference with his, inflammation in his legs. So we'll see how that goes, right, Simba? He's been taking the Cosequin twice a day, but now I think he's been on it about a month, so we're going to go to once a day. And he's also been taking that other standard process supplement. So we're going to continue with those. Here's Simba's snack. It ends up that he did not eat his snack. And here's Sammy. What you doing, Sammy? You can't eat Simba's snack. This is Simba's snack. Okay? Here's Simba. You didn't eat your snack. Simba, you didn't eat your snack. You going to eat it? Eat your snack? No? I'm going to put it here. Simba, I'm going to put it here, Simba, okay? You eat it there? You eat it when you want it. It's 7:45 p.m. and here's Splash. How you doing, Splash? Splash spent the day underneath my bed. I spent most of the day on top of my bed, and I've been working on my laptop. I actually got a video posted today. I'm just so happy I was able to do that. And what happens is that in the evening, Splash lets me know when he's ready to eat and he's ready to just kind of move around the house. And I'll see him come out from under my bed and he'll walk around a little bit, but then he'll often just go back under my bed, which is what he did. The other day when he came out from under the bed, I was here in the living room and so was Ringo. And I saw Ringo just kind of wake up and look at Splash and actually kind of, he started moving towards Splash and I could see that he was going to be aggressive towards Splash. So I was like, okay, Ringo, you're not going to do that. And at that point, I made all the Lucky 7 go downstairs. When Splash tells me he's ready for dinner, he's ready to start moving around the house, then I just walk around and all I have to do now is tell the Lucky 7 it's time to go downstairs. If I just clap my hands and be like, okay, everyone, we're going downstairs, they just go downstairs. So that's where they are now. And I am going to start putting a new batch of food together for Splash and Simba with the pasture-raised chicken. And I'm going to clean up the kitchen and get everyone fed. And then maybe, if I get everything done in time, I'm going to take a walk this evening. So today it got up to 103 degrees here. Last time I checked, it was down to about 95. If it's down below 90, then I'm going to take a walk. I just feel like I need to move my shoulder. I'm basically at the point where I could almost walk normal with my shoulder as far as when you swing your arms when you walk. I'm almost at the point where it's back to normal as far as walking goes. But I still have a ways to go with it. It's almost 9 p.m. Here's Simba. And I got him a lightning bug. He has a lightning bug and Splash has a lightning bug. So there are 2 lightning bugs in this room with them. Now the other day, I got Simba a lightning bug and he really enjoyed hunting it. And the next day it was still flying around the house. I don't know what happened to it. I haven't seen it since. So I just went outside and I got 2 more lightning bugs. And so I have 2 up here and there's 2 downstairs. I got 2 downstairs for the Lucky 7. Look at what's going on down here. They're hunting it. One of the lightning bugs is crawling on the ground. The other one was flying. But they're hunting this one. So I figure it gives them something to do. It's lightning bug season. And, it'll amuse them for a little while. And it's pretty much like an unending supply of lightning bugs outside. So if they enjoy these 2 tonight, I could always get more tomorrow night. I did learn that after a while, like lightning bugs are not out all night. They're only out like around dusk. I don't know how many hours after dusk they stay active, but like when I came home the other day, it was like 10 p.m. There were no lightning bugs outside, so.
Thank you for watching this Lucky Ferals video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you'd like me to post more videos, and please make sure to check out these other videos that were selected especially for you.